Good morning and welcome to Start Your Day with Purpose. Today is day 25. I cannot believe we've done 25 days of this amazing journey. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for being here. And thank you for starting your day with purpose. I want to hear from you. What has shifted since you started? What are you aware of today that you were not when you sign up for the program? Please like this video if you're listening to the recording and subscribe to the channel. So, are you ready to start? I am. Today, I wanted to talk about self-talk. We've talked a lot about different areas of self-talk. We haven't really talked about how do you talk to yourself. I would love to learn what comes to you from this session. Please feel free to contact me. You can DM me on Instagram at isabelmayoral.coach, or you can text me or email me. I am here. And the reason why this is important is because you know who is the person that you spend the most time with? It is yourself. And how you talk to yourself has an impact on every single aspect of your life. So if we're able to nail this one down, you're going to be able to transform every area of your life. So what is self-talk? Self-talk is the way you talk to yourself, right? It's that inner voice that you have in your head. Have you met that inner voice? As I mentioned, you spend most of your time with yourself. You talk with yourself all the time. You spend more time with yourself than with anyone else. And 99% of the time, we're not aware of our inner voice. We're not aware of our inner dialogue. We're not aware of how we're talking to ourselves. our inner voice or inner dialogue or monologue is a combination of our thoughts, our beliefs, and our biases. In one of our previous sessions, I mentioned that we have about 70,000 thoughts a day, and about 99% of them are repetitions from the day before, and the day before, and the day before. This means that on any given day, we're having exactly the same conversations over and over and over again in our head. And this is why self-talk is extremely important, because how we talk to ourselves directly impacts how we feel and what we do. How you talk to yourself can bring you up or it can bring you down. I want you to think for a second about how you talk to yourself. Do you talk to yourself with love and compassion? Or are you mean? Are you positive or are you negative? Do you build yourself up or do you undermine yourself? How you talk to yourself has a direct impact on your confidence, on your health, your positivity, your interactions with others, and many other areas of your life. It is your self-talk what makes you show up in one way or another to any situation in your life. Athletes, apparently I can't say that word today, athletes use self-talk to build their confidence and project their goals. And it is because of this self-talk and the training that they're able to achieve them. Talking positive to yourself has been proven to show positive results. So think about it for a second. Again, how do you talk to yourself? What are some of the things that you say to yourself? Are you the kind that says, I love myself. If they can do it, I can do it. I am smart. I am healthy. I am where I need to be. Or are you more of the kind that says, I am fat. I don't have a good body. I don't have enough money. Nothing ever works for me. I'm really not a numbers person. Oh, today is just not my day. Well, with my luck, I don't have a chance. I am so stupid. I don't know what I want in life. Whatever you're saying to yourself, you're creating in your life. And whatever you're saying to yourself, you're showing up that way in your life. I'm going to give you an example, but this is something that applies to every single area of your life. And I want you to see the impact that one thought and saying one thing to yourself can have on your actions, on your results, and on how you show up. Let's say that you have been saying to yourself that you don't have a good body. Whatever that may mean, right? I don't have a good body. That is your thought. I don't have a good body. You have repeated it to yourself so many times that now you take it as true. So when you're invited to a trip, or you're going to have sex, or you're going to present in a meeting, look at the range, right? Look at the range of possibilities that one thing that you say to yourself can have, right? So when you say, I don't have a good body, and you're going on a trip, or you're going to have sex, or you're going to present in a meeting, or simply you're going to look at yourself in the mirror, how do you think you feel from that one thing that you've been saying to yourself? You feel insecure. You feel incomplete. You feel unlovable. You feel not deserving. And from that inner voice that has repeated to yourself so many times that you don't have a good body, how do you show up? How do you show up to that trip? How do you show up to have sex? How do you show up to that presentation? How do you show up to look at yourself in the mirror? Most likely you want to hide. You want to avoid. You want to shield yourself from being seen because you have been telling yourself over and over and over again that you don't have a good body. And then what is the result? You cut yourself short. You don't allow yourself to shine. You don't believe that you're deserving of going on the trip and having fun. You don't believe that you're deserving of having amazing sex and enjoying your body. You don't believe that you're good enough to present in the meeting because you believe that your body is not good enough or is not a good body. And again, whatever that may mean, because you haven't defined what a good body is for you. You're very clear on what it is for others, but not for you. So you're showing up and you're cutting yourself really, really short. You're not allowing yourself to enjoy and to live at your maximum potential. And the circumstance is neutral. You have a body, period. You have a package. It's your body. You get to love it, you get to nurture it, or you get to critique it and turn it down. But it is how you talk with yourself that will determine how you feel about yourself, always. Living your day with purpose includes talking to yourself with purpose. Start to spot what you're saying to yourself. Start to spot that monologue that you have in your head and become aware of how you can start to change it and become aware of what you're saying to yourself. What are the positive things that you say to yourself? And what are the negative things that you say to yourself? Replacing your negative thoughts with positive ones or neutral ones. You don't even have to go positive. You can just go neutral. Will allow you to grow and evolve. It will allow you to not stay stuck in one thought. In the YouTube video, I'm going to add some ways of how you can change it in the show notes, and I'll add them here in the chat so you guys can see them. But I think we need to start changing how we talk to ourselves. Because that's going to really affect every area of our lives. Are you ready to try to change at least one thing that you say to yourself with me? As we start a reflection today, I want you to bring to mind one sentence that you say to yourself often. If you have a pen and paper, you can write it down. If you're laying in bed, if you're driving, whatever you may be doing, just bring it to the top of your mind. Think about how this one thing that you're saying to yourself makes you feel. And when you're feeling that way, how do you show up? What actions do you take from that place? Is it what you want? Is it something different? How do you show up? Confident, shining, insecure, small? And when you show up that way, what is the result that you create? Are you creating what you want? Or are you limiting your results based on what you're saying to yourself? What else could you say to yourself instead? How can you change that one thing that you've said to yourself over and over and over again to make it neutral, to give yourself some grace and some space to be and grow? And if you change that, what do you think your results would be? How do you think you would show up? How do you think you would feel about yourself? I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear what you learned today. If this session has served you, please share it with others. I would love to learn and join from them. And I would love to welcome them into our community. Have an amazing day. And I will see you tomorrow at 6 a.m. Eastern Time. Have a wonderful day and live your day with purpose. Big kiss.